it's Angela. Welcome back. It's lovely to have you. If this is your first time visiting, a very warm welcome, and to all of you who regularly support and watch, thank you so much, guys, and welcome back. Right, I've got another little tutorial for you today, so I'm going to get straight to it. It's for the first signature that we're working on in our Christmas journal. So this is where I am with this at the moment. So we did this last time, and I love that page, and thank you for all of you sharing what you've done with yours. That was phenomenal to see. Lovely. I'm going to get back to what I'm going to do on here. Right, so this little project here, the one that I showed you before, that is going to, just to show you quickly, this we are going to put in over here. So I've just put it here for the moment. We'll get to fixing that down. I've got my little December page here, my book page from Edith Holden, which I showed you. I've got that there. I have bent that over because I don't want to lose any of that page. I have trimmed it down, I think, from the base just to fit in there. So we're going to have it like that for the minute. This is the next page, and on the other side we've got this green polka dot page. Now I'm going to be working on this page here today, which is a tea stain page, and then the squirrel page follows. So we're working with this page today. That's my little bookmark. All right, so that's where we are at the moment. I'm going to put that to the side, and then I'm going to grab a mailer. I have just folded this mailer in half and inked it there, but the dimensions for this mailer are 9 1/4 inches in length and 6 1/4 inches in width. That equates to approximately 23.5 centimeters in length and 16 centimeters that way. All right, so you just need one of those. It does not need a window. This is just a mailer that I've had, and that's what I'm going to be using. Right, anything there or thereabouts that you can fold in half and will fit on your page would do the job. All right, so I did just fold this in half like that. And just, sorry, grabbing my bone folder and just going to make sure that's in the halfway position. So that's what we're doing there. Now I'm going to put a couple of layers on here. The first thing I want to do is just put a little bit of fabric over the middle here, this sort of spine bit. I've chosen a little bit of this, which I had from last year. And it's Christmas theme. It's got some nice gold bits. I'm going to just put this, we're going to not see all of this, but I'm going to just put it down here because my fabric doesn't quite come to the edge. You don't have to do this, but that is what I will be doing. So I'm just putting some of my Fabri-Tac glue on here. Right, and I've quite fancied a bit of alternating color. That's the word, trying to get it out today. How you guys all doing? Let's see. So that's that there. All right, so that also just keep that fold line strengthened as well. We will see a fair amount of that, probably an inch there. So that's just going on that side. I will not be covering the underside. We won't be seeing it. So I'm going to just be sticking with the top. Okay, now I'm going to put some more fabric on here. This is some of my Liberty of London. I think this is Tana Lawn, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to put this, and I've cut it, if you can see. If I put this on the underside, you can see that it's probably between 1/4 and a 1/3 of an inch in width or centimeter right round. So it's just extending. I'm going to put that over here as well on both sides. So let's get that down. Now I'm not really worried too much about the glue. I will be doing a little bit of stitching just around the one border. You don't have to do that, guys, you know that. Right, so I'm just being mindful of where I place this. So I'm looking at the shadows from the underside just to see, because this is quite thin, so that's all right, it does work. Just pulling down this bit, just lining it up, getting it pretty straight, you know, more or less like that. And then just going to stick this onto the other side as well. So I've got another piece here that I was going to use, and my pieces of this have run out quite a lot because I do like to use this, and this is just remnants from what I've used before. So, you know, that's like I always say to you, go and have a look at what you have, and you'll be surprised what you can find from past projects and things, you know. Also get some great fabrics and even secondhand clothing, bedspreads, all sorts of curtaining, even covers for bedding, you know, to use and repurpose. So I'm all for that. All right, so this is just this. Right, so we've got that done. I'm pretty happy with that. I might just give this, no, I'm not going to trim that. This is how it's going to be. Right, so we have got areas where the glue is not quite to the edges. I'm not going to get overly fussy about every little bit because, as I said, I will be stitching on the perimeter in a moment. Right, I have taken my music sheet, which I had called Silent Night. I had it in my Facebook group, so I've just taken that as a music sheet. So I wanted, it's just because it's Christmas and I didn't have any in the others. This is the Silent Night one. I am going to just stick this over here, as you can see there, thereabouts. I'll get my other piece out in a minute, and this is just the other side. This is just to make a layer again with what I'm going to do. And then I've taken this page, which is a mini page, and I love this page. It's just got all the beautiful colors in that I love. So I've cut that mini page out and I have folded that in half. All right, so that's what we're going to do. What I haven't done here is I haven't distressed it, so we'll just do that quickly while I'm having a chat. Okay, loving the A2Z of Christmas. If you haven't had a look at that, please go and take a look. I do post the links every day in my Facebook group, and you can also find those at Rach and Bella, so please go and take a look there on her community post. And she also has a playlist for all the people that are contributors. All right, so go and take a look at that. Right, now we're going to place this down. I'm going to glue that down, but I'm just sort of working out exactly where I want to place my music sheets. Now it becomes a little tricky, and I think the easiest way for me to do this is to fold this back in half like that, and then I'll be better positioned to decide where exactly to put the music sheet. So this bit here is effectively going to go over this bit here. Now I'm just making sure I've got it exactly in place. Right, so we've got that there, and then we want the bit of the music sheet to stick out as well from the side here. So we'll just do that. Right, so let's see exactly how far I want that to come out. So not overly far, but I do want a little suggestion of it. So I think that's about where I want it. So that can just lift up for a moment, and then I'm going to just get this in place on that side, and then I can just turn it like this and put some glue just to hold it in place, because as I said, I will be stitching around this. Of course, as I said, you don't have to do that. Right, now I'm ready to just double check if that's where I want it, and I think that it is. So I'm going to just put some glue just in the middle bit here. All right, if you aren't going to be stitching, then do make sure that you get your glue adequately around the side of the page. All right, we're going to do the same on this side, so that's in place. But of course we want to just add this, and for the life of me, I had such a lot to organize for this tutorial with the various bits that I didn't seem to remember to do this. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. Right, so we've got this one again, and we want to just position that one as well. So I think I'm quite liking where that is there. So I can just lift that up, lift this up a bit, and we can then just do the same thing. There we go. And that just keeps it in place. And then a little bit more on this side as well. Yeah, job's easily done there. All right, so I'm going to stick with the middle. Okay, and then we can just get that in place. So that was easily done, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got that like that now. It is going to be a page wrap, so I'm going to keep it in place like this. Okay, if you open it up, it's not going to be quite flat because I have stuck it down while it was bent, but that also keeps it in the shape that you want. All right, now what I'm going to do quickly is, and this is just purely for my own visual, is, and I like stitching, I'm going to just stitch around the edge here like that. Okay, what I thought I should mention before I go off and stitch is, if I go and stitch across there, you're going to sew your pockets of your envelope closed from the top, and I want those open. So I've now slit the sides of my envelope. I'm going to stitch across there first, then I'm going to put my envelope together, and then I will go and stitch those sides around there. All right, so let me be off and I'll see you. So here you can see I've just stitched around the edges here and over the edges there like that. Okay, now I can either go on that side or I can go on that side, but I'm going to put it over the whole tea stain page. All right, so now I'll just keep it down like that. Right, now what I want to do is just a few bits of decoration here. The first is I want to make two little pockets. So what I've done is I've made little pockets that look like this. Okay, so just stuck on little labels. These come from my ephemera pack, and these are the pages from my journal pages. Just put a little tab on there, and I probably will sew around there as well, but you don't need to. Okay, so I'm going to just show you how I did that ever so quickly. It's just a case of really quickly cut out my little image, have my little tab. Doesn't need to be this shape. This is cut out of the lace paper, like that. And then it's just a case of, let's just use the glue I've got here. Just going to put some glue on that. I just stick them together. All right, and then what I do is I take my little tab, a little bit of glue just to secure it, and then I get that lined up to the top there like that. There you go, and now we can just glue this down onto the pocket. Now the pocket is made from my Templates 2 pockets, the mini pockets. I'll show you now exactly what I've used, and then you'll see how easy it is. This is one of the templates from our Templates 2 templates kit. It's got the gateway fold with the lovely scalloped edges. This is part of that kit as well. All right, it's a digital. And then all I did was I cut two of those out. So here's the pink one, and then here's the green one. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm going to just stitch around the edge there, just the border, and then I'll come and stick them together, and we can place them down here and finish off the rest of our project. So I'll see you again. So I have just stitched around both of these like that, and now it's just a case of turning that over, fold it in the one side, put some glue on the top edge like that, and then just put some glue around the bottom of your pocket like that. All right. Okay, so there we go. There's your little pockets, and I've got two of those. So what I was thinking is I'd like to put this one on this side and that on the other. Okay, so I have just grabbed a couple of bits here. Grab some trims. So this is from that Plum Boutique bundle that I bought. Love these colors and the snowflakes. I'm going to stick that just on the end over here. And this is just a little Merry Christmas. I had this last year, also from Plum Boutique, just a little scraps that I had over. And so I thought I would stick that down over there, just so it sort of catches the edge of that. Don't want that quite on the edge, but I'm going to do something like that. Okay, so let's get this down. I think I'm going to use the fabric tack for this again. And just get this stuck down. I love the colors of these ribbons and the lace. It's absolutely stunning. Beautiful dusty pinks. Really lovely. So I'm going to have that one sticking out just a little bit like that. And then I'm going to be mindful of where the edge is of my pocket. I want it just to lap that bit there like that. And yeah, so that looks about it. So I need to get that down first. I'm having such a lot of fun putting this all together. I hope that you guys are having great fun following along. Of course, this doesn't have to be a holiday journal at all. You know, you can make, you know, Christmases or whatever it is that you, what your holidays are. But, you know, you can do these tutorials and use these ideas for any journal. So, you know, don't feel that if you're not wanting to do a holiday journal, you're not obliged to at all, you know. It's always lovely to see other themes in these things too. Right, so I've just got some glue on the back of my pocket. I'm going to then just position this, and I wanted to do it above the ribbon like that, and I'm just keeping that away from the exact edge here, so hopefully that's right. There we go. All right, so that's coming together nicely. I was thinking of putting on some bits and pieces here, but I'm not sure that I will. I think I've got enough going on here at the moment. I think that's ample. So we're going to do this on this side, but I'm not going to put it at the bottom, because, you know, we don't always have to. I'm going to stick this across the top here. So let's get that down, because I like the roses down at the bottom, so I don't want to cover those up. Right, so we've got that there, like that. And we'll stick it just over here, I think. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Perfect. Right, and then again, I've got another little snippet here. If you've just got some typed font or any type of sentiment, you can stick that on as well. It doesn't have to be exactly what I'm doing. I just saw this there and I thought, oh, I think that would work. Right, again, I want to put this further up this time, like that. So I'm going to get this close to the edge here, like that, I think. Yeah, is that going to be right? I think it is. Right, so just a little bit more, I think. There we go. And then we can do the same here with this pocket. Now, you could make this a tuck spot. You know, you don't have to, but I'm being mindful of the bulkiness of this. I'm trying to be, let's say. Right, so now it's just a case of lining that up there. We want to get it just a little bit more over, maybe a little bit further down. I think that's better. Right, let's hold that down there for a minute and just get that nice and firmly down. Okay, right, now I did cut out a few other bits and pieces. So I had some, I'm not sure if I'm going to use these, but there's some snowflakes I've been cutting out. I have made some little clusters here. So I've used a little bit of a crochet that was damaged, and I've just put a whole lot of bits and pieces. I've got little bits of tulle, little bits of muslin, little scraps of sari, and I've put a little button in the middle there, if you can see, and tied a bow. So that's, I thought I'd put that on there, or do I want to put it on there? So it's one or the other. And then I've got one for the other side as well, same kind of thing. All right, so it's either there or we can put that there and that there, or that there and that there. I don't want that near the thingy. What do you think? Can you shout louder? All right, so it's a case of there or there. I think I'm going to put that there, so I hope that's what you shouted. Yeah, so we'll just put that a little bit like that, and we'll stick that just on the end there. There we go. And then we'll do the same on this side, except over here we don't have the corner like that, so where I've got that corner there, I think I'm going to stick this one up there. Yeah, we'll just turn that so the bow's in the right way. So let's do that. Well, it's coming together nicely now. Right, so we've got that there. Let's just stick some of this goodies, these bits together there that can dry. I think I'm not going to put that on. I think, you know, on that side it might seem all right actually. Yeah, on this one, but I don't think it does on the other, so we'll just see how we go. You know, not everything has to go on. I have ideas and then I change my mind, as you do. Right, so we'll stick that there. We'll see how we go. Hopefully that sticks. All right, so I've got all the bits that I wanted to do and get stuck down. Now it's a case of getting everything filled up with what I want to fill it up with. So I have made these little cards, just with backing papers, 2 of my sentiments, stuck a little bit of lace just on the back like that. All right, and then just stitched it around on recycled packaging. So I thought I would put the one with the green into this little pocket here like that, so we can just have that stuck down. That's just to pull it out again. All right, so it can go in, and then we can do the same on the other side there. This one can also just go in here. All right, we just pull it out with that little tab over there, and it brings a little bit of lace onto our page as well. Then what I've done is I've taken 2 of my large tags. Now these were tags that didn't have much decoration on it, and if you can have a look here, you can see I've taken a couple of my die cuts and I've put them on there. So it is using the freebie paper. I've cut out one of those, put it on over there, and then just from some green I've cut out one over there, and then this little pink one I cut out. These are from the holiday greens, so you can do that. Just stuck a little sentiment on there, and then one of those champagne ribbons with the nice gingham, and I really like how that turned out. All right, so I've got this one as well. Just stuck that on there, really, a snowflake on there, and put another sentiment on there. Okay, so I'm going to now put one in each side. So we will have the pink. Yeah, we'll alternate it. So this is pink on this side. So you've got your envelope there, and we're just tucking that in to the pocket on that side there. And then on this side we've got the other pocket, the back of your envelope, like that, and that's going to go into that side there. All right, now we've got it all sorted. We're going to stick it onto our page. Okay, so you can see I've just stenciled a little bit. I've used my little lacy stencil there. I've done it on both sides, and that's all I'm going to do to decorate that page, because this now will be fitting over this page like that. Okay, so I'm just going to position it. I think don't want it to extend too much over there, so I think that's where I want it to be. Now I'm going to stick it. Let's just think now. Yeah, I think I'm going to just stick it down there and down there. So we're going to do that on that side, like that, and in the middle as well. We won't be putting anything on the back there, so let's just grab that, get that positioned where I want it. And I'm just looking at the top of my tag there. and I think that is where I want it. You know, you've got a little bit of time just to decide exactly where you want to do that, and then you can just hold that down. And then on that side, you can make a tuck spot or a flip out if you want to cover the back of that. You could actually do that, and then you've got a nice flip out, but I'm not going to do that. I wanted this to be a page flip, so I am going to carry on with that idea. All right, so we're going to just stick that down on this side as well. Okay, and there it's done. Okay, so let's get this all back together. And there we have it. Right, so we've got that now. We've got that. We've got that, which will come to, and then over here we've got our lovely page wrap. All right, with our little tag in there and our other big tag in there. Okay, and then that goes right around the page, and effectively we've decorated 2 pages at once. All right, guys, so thank you so much for following along. I hope that you've enjoyed that. I think this is going to look great in any journal theme and any journal kit, but go and give it a go. Great ways to use up a lot of your scraps of all sorts of bits, really. And I really like how that's turned out. Go and give it a go. I'd love to see how yours turns out too. All right, everyone, have a wonderful week. I will see you on Friday. So go and leave me a comment if you like, or a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys very soon. Enjoy. Bye-bye.